Good evening, Construction World. Christopher here from Oryx Care. I hope you're all having a really great weekend and the week's been really kind and good to you. It's Saturday evening here in the United Arab Emirates, so first day of the week for us tomorrow. We run Sunday through to Thursday here. Some people, like myself, do a half day Saturday. Today we just wanted to quickly have a brief talk about winding down after work. Winding down after the week, after your shift, whatever your shifts may be. In the construction industry, as we all know, there's all kinds of different shifts. So when I was working remotely in Australia, we would run a 28 days on, so 1 month on, and then we'd have, depending on where we were, 7 to 9 days off. Traditionally, it was 28 and 9 days off, but you had 1 day of travel in the company time, 1 day of travel in your time. One of the things that I found that worked really well for me, and it took me many years to work this out, because you were working remote for so long, when you got back to civilization, all you wanted to do as a young fellow was go and just party and catch up with all your friends and cram about 3 weeks into 1 week. And what you ended up doing was you ended up going back to work and you were not rested, although you had a little bit of a rest and a couple of sleep-ins and things like that. Because you were partying so hard and living 10 tenths, as we used to say, you were never getting that rest. So by the end of that project, if it was, a 9-month, 10-month, 11-month project, you were absolutely beat down. Your fuse was, razor thin by the end of it. So it's about getting quality downtime. So what I used to do in my latter years, especially when I was managing people, became extremely hard to unwind. When I used to go home on my cycle break, I would spend one whole day, 24 hours, that was mine. And the family knew this, and they would leave me be for one whole day. So long as I had that day to get that air gap, if you will, between work life and home life, it worked extremely well for me. That was all I needed to take the pressure off, unwind, get back to normality, because what you tend to find is it's very difficult to put that line between work mode and home mode. And what you tend to do, especially if you're in high stressed kind of construction projects like we were with cross-country pipelines, you would snap very quickly, and it could be something just so minor that would turn into such a big drama. And later on in life, you realize that your partners, your spouses, and all these kinds of things, they don't deserve that, not in any way, shape, or form. You feel bad at the time because you don't know where it's come from and everything like that. As you get older, you obviously understand things a bit better. So it's very important, whatever works for you. I'm not saying that this is going to work for you. I can only give you my personal experiences and tell you what did work for me and how long it took. I mean, like I started when I was 19 in cross-country pipelines, and I think I was in my 30s, I'd probably say maybe 32, 33 before I worked that little trick out. And once I did work that out, life was a dream. It really was. Home life got better and better. And when I was away, it got better as well, because I understood what I needed to do to regenerate myself to get back out there. So let's bring that into someone that's working, say, 5 days a week or 6 days a week, 5.5 days a week. Try and get some kind of you time. Now, that could be a weekday, it could be anything, but do something where you can get that air gap between work life and home life. It really, for family life, for all of those kinds of things, it's so important. I can't speak highly enough about those kinds of things. Your partners never deserve some of the stuff that some of the harshness that we throw their way sometimes, and it's sometimes we don't even know that we're doing it. That's the problem. We don't even know that we're doing it. So just be aware of that. The weekend's here. Spend time with the family. You don't have to go out, and that was one of my downsides all the time, going out and boozing up too much. That never helps. It never gives you a break. It never gets your brain unwound. spend time with the family, go out and do things that they want to do. You know, you'll be surprised how much that can actually relax you. So I hope this helps, guys. It's very, very important for us to pass on as much knowledge as we can, as much as what we've learnt during our time as some of the older boys kicking around now, or older than the young ones, let's put it that way. So if I can pass on any knowledge to those young fellas, I will certainly do it, because it's extremely important to get this right, to get everything else right. This, believe it or not, is your foundation. So get that foundation right and things will you'll really kick some goals. So from us here at Oryx Care, if you are stumbling in any way, shape or form, reach out to Lindsay. Lindsay is your best point of contact to get all those little bumps in the road sorted out for you and get an understanding of what's happening, so you can really accelerate your career, home life and everything like that. Don't need to suffer. Reach out to Lindsay. She's unbelievably great at what she does. So from us here at Oryx Care, have a great weekend, guys. Much love.